Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We are working on Project Mini Bee, as I'm gonna call it. So you don't want to see me, you want to see what we're working on. So first thing we're gonna do is open up this guy here and take a look at it. It's like Christmas today. Find my trash can over here. Throw all the plastic in the trash can. Sorry about that, guys. And let's see here. Oh, such a tiny little motor. Cute little motor. Spectrum, as I say, nonsense. Don't need none of this stuff. All we care about is this. And the damn on-off switch is bigger than the damn motor. Well, not really, but look at that, guys. That's kind of crazy. You got the battery leads, you got ESC leads, and that's kind of crazy. Big motor. Wow. Pretty small little guy. They have an ESC and everything shoved in there. Anyways, all right. Enough of that. Moving on. Next. All right, so get our tires and our wheels out the way here, and our EcoPower servo. So $827 brass gears and everything in it. So got a servo extension, which we don't need. Bunch of plastic servo horns. It's not going on airplanes. We don't need that crap. And actually a nice little metal one. Pretty cool. Pretty nice. Actually might be a little bit nicer than the one that comes in the kit here. That came with the Losi. The Losi, we got a little pinion. No idea what tooth or anything that is. I can't. Doesn't say on here. So, then we have a servo horn. Which is a really heavy duty servo horn. And a couple extra screws, looks like a ball, and a body clip. So, and then some angled parts, don't really know what that's for. But for now, I'll push that off the side with these things, the motor, and first thing we're going to do is strip this unit down. Excuse me. Straighten our camera out a little bit there. Let's open up this Hack Fab kit first. I don't know if there's any instructions or anything with this thing, but pretty sure we can figure it out. That's pretty cool. They kind of sealed the screws in the corner of the bag there. Good idea. I don't know what they used to do that with, but I was always thinking about getting one of those to seal my track day parts in, something like that, instead of using like a big old Ziploc. All right, so what do we have here? Let me move these drag tires out of the way. Scoot you guys back a little bit here so we can see what we got going on here. Alright, you guys can see everything good. Alright, so we got a front bumper, which we'll leave in there with the screws. We got the main chassis here. Let's check this out. Get it out of here. Got a Hack Fab business card. It's where you get your stuff from, Hack Fab. Send me some free stuff, Hack Fab. There you go. I'll build it on here and put you guys' information out there. And we got a chassis. It's actually pretty thick chassis for a bitty car. Looks like it's built pretty good. A couple of thin spots here between the screws and the edges, but as long as you don't abuse it, it should be okay. We have a metal spacer here of some sort. Looks like a little 3D printed part here. I'm not sure what that goes to. Metal front end, I guess. Not sure. Some Hack Fab stickers. Rear body post mounts. I'm guessing. Body posts. And I'm guessing these are the battery holders, which look like they're aluminum. Pretty freaking cool. So, no idea what size screws are on this thing. Let's see if we can try a 1.5. And yes, they are 1.5. So, first thing we're going to do is get this wing off the back. Let's see if that is a 1.5. Yeah, it is. Screws are very small, and I'm surprised they got that big of a head on there. Guys, if you're running this as a buggy and you want to buy some body or back wing parts, I got them. Let me know. For now, we're going to put that in the bulks of stuff we're not going to use, along with the screws. So, looks like to me we got 6 screws to get this thing off the chassis. So you got your waterfall screws. Try to be a better cameraman here and move this over a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing a little bit better. And then we got some normal screws here. And then I'm pretty sure there are YouTube videos on how to build this. But that's just not how I operate. So, all right. Well, it looks like there might be, I don't know if that's just a kick up there that goes in there or what, but I might have to go to that YouTube video to see how this goes together. So I think actually A-Main did a build video on this thing too. So let's see if we can get a couple of these screws started without dropping all this stuff everywhere. All right. Alright, so there we go. Kind of what it's going to look like. Alright guys, take a break and we're going to go watch a build video. Make sure I get this put together the right way in the back. So there's a little 3D printed part here, so I don't know exactly how some of this stuff goes together. So I want to go figure out where these parts go, make sure I'm showing you guys the right thing, and we'll get back to you. Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. So sorry about that pause. Had to go do a little research because there's on the back of the Losi car, this little kick-up comes in here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Okay, and you don't use that in this car. You use this 3D printed part, which has like a slanted down shape to it, and then you just flip this part around back here and put that on there. Pardon me. And screw it all back together. And I like to, I put stuff in with power tools, as you guys see, but then I usually try to finish it off with a hand tool. I have arthritis in my hands, so I try to not overdo it with the power tool. Sometimes it happens, but I always like to do it by hand, like I said, we don't strip things. There you go. So that's the back. We'll end up putting some spacers in it and stuff like that, bringing it down eventually after we get it all built and get everything all figured out where everything else goes. So anyways, so let's see here next. Let's get this out the way. And don't really understand what this is for. I'm guessing that goes on the front end. And probably gives you your kick-up you need. I'm assuming this will go on here like so. Yep, it goes on like that. Screws on like that, so to give it, maybe I got that backwards. Yeah, it probably goes on like this. Instructions would be nice, Hack Fab. Would be nice. However, videos do work good too, but not when you're trying to make one. You don't want to watch a video when you're making a video. I hope I'm putting this together right, but oh well. We'll find out when we get done, won't we? Still have no idea what that goes to. Alright. My luck is I'll have to take this all back apart because there's probably screws that have to go into that piece there. But the good news is if you take it apart, put it together enough, you remember how it goes together. So I'm guessing that goes like that. We're gonna need from here. So let's Take these screws out here. See what we got. Get this thing off the chassis. These are just all going into plastic here. Alright, let's take a look and see what we got here. Looks like, okay, got those 4 screws out to take support brackets off. Take this little skid cover off here. And see what we got underneath here. Looks like we got 2 screws coming from the top, 2 screws coming from the bottom. This unit, that's kind of interesting setup. Some long screws. All right, take the screws out of the bottom and releases the top part here. And it looks like it releases the bottom part. So, okay, those are screws that hold in the pins. So, that being said, I'd be willing to bet you that there is. I probably should have took my time and figured it out before I put it on there, but no, that's not the way this guy is. Shout out to Daniel Hefner out there. I'm gonna get you to get one of these, and then I'm gonna run you off the road. Just want you to know that, Daniel. Run you off the road. So I was right. There are screw holes in the bottom of this. So let's take a look here and see what we got. Okay. Where does this thing go? Looks like it goes in here somewhere. Looks like it fits right up in here, in between the pieces. So I'm going to assume that goes like that, and see here. It goes like that somehow. Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, let me figure this out, guys. I'll get back to you soon. I'll sit here and watch me fumble with this. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So I had to get out the old telephone here and cheat a little bit. So the aluminum bracket there gets sandwiched between the two, and then you use the included hardware that came off there to put the screws back in the back. Then there's 2 14mm long screws that you use to attach the metal part to the top part, which screw on all the way through here to the top. You use the original hardware to put the 4 screws back in here, which is actually kind of nice because that aluminum block will add some weight to the front of this thing. Then you're going to have some spacers here, or spaces, excuse me, and that's what I sent these little things here for. You're going to find these, and you're going to, what do I do with my screws? Excuse me. Here they are. Take your little screws. It's all 1.5mm so far, which is really nice. And then screw on your part there, and use a power tool for this one. Okay, and get this other one put in. Screw in this one here. So we're going to line up our spacer with the other holes best we can. Not completely tighten it down, but tighten it down so that will still maneuver. Get that big old honking tool out of the way. Worst thing about doing build videos, guys, is you really can't see very well what the person's doing. You have to try to manipulate the camera, see what somebody's doing. So here's the screws we put on. These two here, these two here, these four here are what holds the front end on. These are going into plastic, so you don't want to over tighten them. Austin, Mr. Over Tighten himself. I'm just kidding, Austin. All right, so that's done. Now it's surprise, this thing comes with this little aluminum parts for the battery hold down. Put your battery hold down there. Came with this nice little strap here. So I believe you slide your, well, you try, make sure I get this right first. Yeah, do that. There you go. So your battery will go over it, and then under this, nice little battery strap that comes with it, and comes with the included stainless, looks like hardware. For now, we're just gonna put it right in this hole. I don't even have batteries yet, guys. Ordered some China Hobby Lines 100C. I want to say they are 1500 milliamps, 1400s. So, anyways, that's what we got in order. And then this will kind of go around here once you get your battery in there. Hold on the battery like so. So we're kind of gonna do the same thing here, just put it together for now. And once the battery comes in, we'll figure it out. Body is gonna be here, I think, later in the week. I think it's coming tomorrow or Friday. Not 100% sure, but that's kind of what you get. Like that the battery hold downs are aluminum and not 3D printed. I really don't care for 3D printed parts on an RC car. And unused parts, so put them back in the box. And we got some leftover screws here from these guys. Leftover kick up in the box. Once again, the screws are all sealed in the corner. Like that, guys. And it's probably, you know, it's sealed with what you need over there in that corner. So you don't have, what I like is, I guess what I'm saying is, you have the parts that you need in that bag. You're not digging through multiple bags to find the screws you need, which I personally can't stand to do. So I'm guessing this is going to go up on top. Got some blue aluminum screws here. Some thicker, bigger stuff, which is heavy duty. Got a nut there. Right, there we go again. Find me a little pliers here to hold that little nut. Pardon my bald big head getting in the camera view. There we go. We got some body posts in the bag, and you got a couple screws here. So I'm guessing the shorter ones go on the front. You take a body reamer and ream out that hole a little bit if you want to, guys. That makes getting the screw in there a lot easier. Take, like I just did, a little body reamer, ream out the edge of the hole. Alright, here's one body post. Take the body post, take the bottom screw hole and ream it out just a little bit. Oh, guess we didn't tighten that one down, did we? So much for that one, huh? There we go. Tighten down, good to go. Now we're going to do the back. And it's a little bit easier this time. Razor blade and cut out our screws and nuts. And then we got the I'm trying to show you the bag. Got the rear body post mount. Okay, so this is gonna go pretty easy, just like the last one did. It's got beveled screws here and chassis part, or chassis plate, so the screws do not stick out. Right, so tighten that one down. Tighten down the blue one down. Here we go. And I put it on upside down because the beveled edges, not paying attention. It happens, guys. I ain't perfect. So make sure our beveled edges are going the right way this time. Alright. One down. One to go. There we go. And once again, take this ream out the hole a little bit. Just makes it easier to get the screw in there. Okay, that's one body post. Reamer. There we go. And there are different spots you can use on the back of this.